Hey, Denver Broncos fans, this is Noah Husky Hardcore here, coming back at you with another video. Talk a little bit about last week's Saints games. There's not a whole lot bad to talk about. It was pretty good. I'll bring up some things that I'd like to see. Some things maybe to worry about. Nothing's too bad right now, though, so things are looking pretty good in Broncos Nation. We'll also talk about the upcoming game against the Bengals, and that's about it a little bit. I won't get too much into it. Before I start into that, I have a couple thank yous and shout outs I want to give. First to Bronco Planet. When they had their millionth viewer or something, they had a prize for a comment for this. Let's see if I can line that up. Denver Bronco autographed Terrell Davis plaque. Pretty nice. I want to thank the people from Bronco Planet. Really nice. What can I say? It's really nice. I'm really glad to have it. Thank you a lot. Bronco Planet does a lot of good stuff. If you don't watch their videos, I'm sure everybody that watches my videos do, because they got a lot more fans than both of mine. So, but thanks for watching, both of you. Glad you got to watch this. See some of this. And I also want to give a shout out to turbodaze. He sent me a message yesterday, invited me to see if I want to become one of the Mile High Horsemen. I've been watching some of their videos, pretty entertaining. Yeah, I'm going to be making Broncos videos. I always have, always will, and I'd be honored to be part of your all's group. Put them on your Facebook page. For those of you, I'll probably put this on my Facebook page that are Broncos fans and want to check out something else on Facebook. Pretty much just as a group of YouTube people that make YouTube videos, and they're going to make it available on Facebook. Pretty good idea. So, turbodaze, thank you. I'm honored that you put me in with the group of people that you're in. So, a little bit of something to work out. And with that, I'm going to start doing more videos. When you're just doing videos for yourself, sometimes you're like, I'd rather do this, or go do some other things. But now that I got a little obligation to the Horsemen, I'll be kicking out more videos. And this is something I've been planning on. People that watch my videos know I've been planning on that for a while now. So it's time to get us going. Be good practice getting ready for this playoff rush here. So shout out to turbodaze, all of the Mile High Horsemen. And I saw that the Broncos show was on there. He does videos kind of like the same output that I do. I haven't seen much of him this year. Hope everything's going for you, good for you in the Denver Broncos show. Missed your videos, you're pretty good at what you do. Alright, got done with that. We'll go ahead and talk about the Saints game. It was pretty impressive all the way around. Our defense really looked good against while the Saints haven't been doing very well this year record-wise. They got a pretty high-powered offense. They still got Drew Brees and some great players there, so I was really happy with our defense. And I'm starting to wonder if maybe Jack Del Rio watches some of my videos, because you might remember in week 1 I was kind of going nuts about Joe Mays being in on throwing downs, on third downs, and trying to guard a tight end. It wasn't just this year, it was last year I kind of got onto it. Last couple games he hasn't been in there, and that's like I said last time, I'd rather give up a couple more yards rushing, because he's good at stopping the run, than letting somebody dink and dump on us on third downs all day, which has been happening. But like I said, against a good offensive team, I got the game stats. Let's see. They don't have what I'm looking for. I want to say they only converted 1 out of 13. Sounds right. Third down conversions, and that's what it's going to take. Get people off the field and get the ball back to Peyton Manning. It's as simple as that. And don't turn the ball over. Willis had another fumble. Willis. I can't hate on you. You're a damn good player. Played a lot of the season for us last year, and just hold on to the ball. As long as we don't turn the ball over, we will be fine. And that's just through the whole season. Peyton Manning had that 3 interceptions in the first quarter of the Atlanta game, and since then he's only threw that one that was the 80-yard return against the San Diego Chargers. which is damn good. I mean, people were wondering about, is this the old Peyton Manning? I've said it last time, I said before, Peyton Manning, old, new, broken neck, non-broken neck surgery. He's the man. So it's nice to see that he's not throwing a whole lot of picks. And as long as we don't turn the ball over, our defense is going to be good enough to stop almost pretty much any other team's offense more than I think that another team's defense can stop our offense. There are some good defenses in leagues that will make it close, but you gotta be really thrilled with everything that we've been seeing. All around, it was a pretty good game. Like I said, Peyton Manning was 22 for 30 for 305 yards and 3 touchdowns, no picks. I believe the bye week I'm a little rusty. That's might be like 4 or 5 300-yard games in a row. And like I said, only touchdown in them all year besides the Atlanta game was the misread against the Chargers. I'm really big about turnovers, and I think everybody in Broncos Nation knows why after seeing the first halves of a few of our games. But McGahee ended up going 23 attempts for 122 yards. Ronnie Hillman, 14 attempts for 86 yards, broke one for 31. And I didn't do a pregame, but I had a feeling that Hillman was going to have a decent day and break something pretty big. If you remember, I live here in the Kansas City area, and I actually didn't get to watch the game, but I saw the highlights of when the Saints played the Chiefs, and Jamal Charles broke off a bunch of big runs. And with that little speed, somebody get behind there, I was expecting Hillman to have a couple big runs. I was hoping he'd get into the end zone. It's nice to see. And I actually didn't watch the whole game. I see Brock Osweiler got in at late in the game. That's pretty nice. Threw for -1 yards, but he completed it. Or no, it's a run. He ran for -1 yards. He didn't throw the ball, it looks like. But yeah, I turned the game off when it was 31-7. I actually was busy that night, so I had to watch the replay. So I already knew what the score was and everything when I watched the game. But all around, it was pretty good. I'm going on to another tangent. Sorry about that. But when I was talking about Joe Mays and if Jack Del Rio watches my videos, Seed Trevathan was out there on pass coverages on them third downs there for a while. Started the game off, broke up a ball against Jimmy Graham, and I said in the Week 1 video, I'd like to see what Trevathan can do and against a tight end. He did pretty good there. Got beat by Darren Sproles for their first touchdown. Nice move. Darren Sproles is just a bad boy. He's pretty good. And while I'm talking about Darren Sproles, this isn't about a Broncos thing. I do want to toot my own horn and brag a little bit. Before the season started, and like you all know, I said I'm around here in the Kansas City area, but I picked K-State to win the national championship. And I'm not a K-State fan. I'm actually a Jayhawk fan. I live 20 miles south from University of Kansas. So I'm not a big K-State fan, but when you looked at what they did last year, they returned 18 of 22 starters. I couldn't believe it when their preseason rankings were so low. It's a good team. Klein, remember my videos last year when people were talking, well, if Tebow gets hurt, then we got to bring in a whole other quarterback. And I was like, no, just draft Klein to be behind him. And I also said, throw every bit of money to Bill Snyder that you can to get him to come, because it's not going to happen, but Bill Snyder is the best coach I've seen in any level, college, pro. He's a genius. What he did at Kansas State the first time, I mean, they were historically the worst football program ever. He got them a game away from the championship game. Retired, gave it to Ron Prince, kind of screwed it up again. Bill Snyder comes right back. Just telling you, I like to toot my own horn when I come up with some good predictions like that. Back to the game. that was about it. Like I said, there's not really too much to really say. We had the ball for 10 more minutes than them, 35 to 25 pretty much. Not a lot of penalties for both sides of the ball. Denver only had 5 penalties for 34 yards. Saints only had 3 for 15. So a pretty clean game. Big thing is total net yards, 530. Our offense has been really good all year. Peyton Manning, even though with some losses and stuff, has to be the MVP of the first half of the season with the numbers that he's been throwing up. Definitely going to win Comeback Player of the Year, I'd say, too. Well, let's go on here and talk a little bit about the Cincinnati Bengals. Not really expecting a tough game. I mean, heck, we all remember Cincinnati Bengals was actually the game Kyle Orton was able to win last year. So, not to get too greedy, it is the NFL. Things happen. Like I said in my last video, we should be favored in every game the rest of the year. But it is the NFL. We'll probably drop 1 or 2. Somebody we're not expecting to, just because it happens. But we gotta like our matchup here against the Bengals. I believe the Bengals had a bye, so they're going to be rested up. Got an extra week to look at us and scheme and things. So that is going into the Bengals' favor. They also, I believe, have lost their last 3 games, trying to stop it from going 4 in a row. Last time they lost 4 in a row, I don't have the stat up. I saw it on another website. I believe it was 2010 when they finished 4-12. But pretty nice. Going over a few of their stats here. Dalton has thrown 13 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. So and his rating has been 87.7 this year, completing 64% of his passes, which isn't a horrible number. But the interception to touchdown ratio is not very good. And actually, their turnover ratio is -6 for the year. So as long as we don't turn the ball over, and hopefully they do, it shouldn't be much of a game to worry about. But we'll see how that goes. They have their main guy, A.J. Green, putting up some big numbers this year. For all those that play fantasy. I sure wish I would have took A.J. Green, number 2 overall, than Calvin Johnson. That's really screwing me over this year. Thank you, Calvin. He's got 44 receptions, 636 yards, 7 touchdowns this year. Besides that, their next closest receiver is actually their tight end, Gresham, with 28 catches. So there's wide receiver threat hasn't been too big of a thing for them. We got our D-backs. They just look good the last 2 games. Even Carter, not just even Carter. He was just somebody that beginning of the year, you expected to come in, and somebody got hurt and nickel packages, and he's been playing lights out. I'm pretty impressed that John Fox says in all of his years coaching that he hasn't seen a cover guy. He can cover with the best, or whatever the direct quote was. Chris Harris, of course, Champ Bailey, I'm sure, is going to be pretty hyped up for the matchup against A.J. Green. So, not expecting too much of them to get going offensively. I do expect them to try to run the ball. Our line, we've been doing a little bit better against the run, but Thomas had a couple of decent runs last week, and I think that's what teams are going to try to get us, especially after when New England, what they did to us with their hurry up and run. I think that's the best chance for any offense to try to get anything going on us. So expect Ben Jarvis Green-Ellis to get a lot of carries, but hopefully we can hold them up pretty good. I don't see any reason why like I said, their wide receivers haven't been doing much, so I don't see any reason why our D-backs can't just play man-to-man and sell out on the run and smack Dalton around. That would be my game plan, just looking at it real fast. But alright, going to go ahead and make this one kind of short. Like I said, I am going to be doing a lot more videos now. This weekend I'm actually planning on making a little set, a little higher quality. I'm going to use my flag share I got from Bronco Planet, some other things. So I'll be working on that this weekend, and hopefully, definitely I'll be doing more videos, at least 2 or 3 a week, after I get things set up here. So, Bronco Nation, we'll see y'all here next week, and let's go Broncos.